Well, hello. First of all, I thought I would just say this was recorded before I moved, and then lo and behold, I forgot to copy it to my laptop, so I couldn't edit it sort of during the break and just release it then. So, go back in time and enjoy.
Hello?
Hello!
Yes, we are back, which is nice.
Yeah.
And we have goop juice, which is good.
Yes, the goop juice returns.
And it is way too early in the morning for any of this.
Cheers. The goop juice will give us the energy.
We can only hope. Otherwise, what you're about to see is two nerds pass out halfway through a YouTube video. So that'll be good. It is time for more Heir to the Empire.
It is, finally. And we've actually got 3 chapters to look at. And we'll probably just keep it all in the one thing.
Yeah, why
Because
not?
it's easier.
Yeah. So 14, 15, 16?
Yeah.
Yes. Now to see what has happened.
And I think out of interest, click on the right things. That might help.
Oh, yeah.
He has been streaming some of the behind the scenes. I haven't caught any of them, but for those interested, he's been streaming some of how he's creating the 3D models and stuff, which is pretty cool.
And he's been putting a lot of work in.
He has been, yeah. Which is awesome to see.
Oh, yeah.
So here we go anyway. Let's start. My laptop words away.
You know, I hate to say it because this is a masterpiece of the EU, but can those AT-ATs really
51.
support that weight?
51 of my best mole miners. Almost half my workforce.
It's a massive
I'm
room.
sorry. I'm neglecting my
is.
duties as host, aren't I?
So
Welcome to
Lando's
No Man's
looking
City.
a bit leaner,
So what's going on?
which is interesting.
It's
Yeah.
bad, isn't it?
Bad enough. There's a chance that Star Destroyer came here looking for me.
I'll do what I can, of course.
There's a chance.
I can
But
tell
of
you there's
course,
been no bounty
could
offered,
not
though.
be. They could just be after Lando.
How can you be sure?
They could just be after Lando.
Because I would have heard about it.
It's not like they
We
haven't
get our
already
share
got a
of
reason.
shady people
Yeah.
here. Just because I'm respectable doesn't mean I'm out of touch.
I do like the
I
Lando
told
voice
you
actor,
he'd have
whoever we got,
contacts.
Yeah, he
So which
sounds
of them do you trust,
pretty on
Lando?
point.
Excuse me.
Yep.
Yes?
We're picking up a short-range transmitter coming from the lounge.
What kind of transmitter? This kind, probably.
But,
I thought you might
Well,
be
it
able to
just
identify
appears
it
like,
for me.
oh, you're probably this kind.
It's all
Probably
right,
this
I'll
kind.
take care of it.
I'm sorry, have you upset security?
Did we say hello yet?
Interesting. Haven't seen one of these in years. Where did you get it?
Buried in the middle of a swamp. R2 couldn't tell me what it was.
It's an old
Buried in
beacon call.
Dagobah. How are you going to find
Pre-Clone
that
Wars
little
vintage
thing?
from the looks of it. You could tap
False.
a single command and your ship would come to you. Some would even fight their way through
Or it
opposing
wasn't really
ships
just heart,
with a
we just
reasonable
said it was
degree of
buried
skill.
for fun.
Useful at times. Tell that to the Katana fleet.
R2 said he saw you with one just after Cloud City.
You know, now I'm sort of imagining a
personal ship
fleet
was
in a
rigged.
straight line.
Vader's people
that
must have
when you
found it
see
and shut
from
it
the
down
side,
because
it
it
looks
sure
like a
didn't come
giant
when I called
katana.
it.
This is
You found
enormous.
this in a swamp?
And then down towards a hill,
Yes,
there's a couple of them
on
just
Dagobah.
Yeah.
ranging out.
For
As in the
flange,
planet
yeah.
that dark Jedi from Bafash fled to?
This must have been his. The cave I found it in absolutely tingles with the dark side.
So I guess one of the things to
I think
think
it must
about,
have been the place
I'm
where he
looking at
died.
Leia there, is we probably want
You
to
were
see
talking about Lando's smuggler
her
contacts.
look a bit more pregnant near the end
Right.
as well.
I need to know which one of your
That's
marginally
more of a
legal
criticism for
friends
the
we can
comic,
trust.
surely.
Oh,
Well, depends
possibly.
on what you need
But-
to
Where
trust
she
them
just doesn't look pregnant for the whole time.
Like-
It's an
life.
attention to, it may be even a reference to the
with.
comic.
You're not serious. You
But
saw how
it'll
close
be
the
cool to
Imperials
see
are
that
breathing
attention
down
to
our necks.
detail of us
We
slowly
need a place
getting
to
a
hide
bit
her until
more,
Akbar can
over
find out
time.
how they're getting their information.
which could even be
Needs to stay
chapter
in
to
touch
chapter
with events on
and just
Coruscant,
model
which
for
means a
each stuff or
diplomatic
something.
station we
Yeah.
can quietly tap into. A diplomatic station means
I
encrypt
can't
codes.
wait to see what
and
it
quietly
does
tapping into
for her
encrypt codes
clinging
means
onto
finding a
Chewie and
slicer.
going into
A
the
slicer
roaster
you can
trees.
trust. I'm sorry, Anne, but I don't know any slicers
that'll
I
be
trust
soon,
that
yeah.
far. Any smuggler groups that have one or two on retainer that I trust? Not really. The only one who might even come close is Talon Cod. Everyone I've talked to
Convenient.
says he's extremely
Just so
honest in his
happens.
dealings. I've heard of Card. Been trying for months to contact him.
I've heard of Card. He's
Unlike
a bit of a
Jabba,
player.
God doesn't go around flaunting his power and influence. I'm not even sure where his base is. Chewie says that if you want, he's willing to take you to Kashyyyk. It ought to be possible to keep it quiet. You, Chewie, the New Republic rep, and a couple of others.
We'll keep him quiet.
Except
when
that
he
we're back
takes
to
us
the
there
New
and we
Republic
kill
rep
him.
knowing about me.
Yeah, but he'll be a Wookiee.
What?
If he accepts you under his protection,
What do you mean
he won't
you're killing
betray
me?
you.
Why don't you go with them? Then she'll be doubly protected.
Right. Except Chewie thinks it'd be better if we split up.
I was just thinking, maybe you don't want your phone on the transformer if it gets hot.
Yep.
Right.
He takes Leia to Kashyyyk. I fly around in the Falcon, pretending she's still with me. Makes sense to me. You can use my ship, Chewie. In fact, if you want company, Han, I'll come along with you. Sure.
Then Han sends messages to Coruscant pretending to be Leia?
I think we can do a bit better than that. You still
I
have
also
3PO?
attention to detail with
He's
Lando
helping
saying
R2
Han
check the
instead of
Falcon
Han
for
as well.
damage.
Great. Let's go talk to my chief programmer.
Well, I was just about to say, I know I've brought it up in previous episodes of this as well. Can those AT-AT support that weight? Seriously. I know.
You are.
Let's just assume
Starting
the
to wonder
gravity's
where you
different
went.
on this. But
I had some things to check on.
Yeah, I was going to say, I know I've mentioned
You
it
finished
before,
already?
My part is
All
it's
their
3PO's
voice
turn
actors are
now.
really good.
I was
Yeah.
going to ask if
Yeah.
he'd come to Kashyyyk. with
Obviously,
me,
I
but
just
it
mentioned
looks like
Lando
he got
because
somewhere else
he's
to go.
been relatively new, introduced in the
I'm not
last
running out
episode
on
or
you,
two.
Leia.
But generally
Really,
speaking,
I'm
from
not.
the beginning.
This is something
Yeah.
that could mean more for you
And
and the
of
twins
course,
than anything
yeah,
I can
no,
do on
we're not
Kashyyyk.
expecting them to be close to the originals.
All
like
right.
Leia and
But
Luke
can
sound
you
a
at
bit
least tell me
different,
where you're
noticeably.
going?
But they're still doing a good job of
I don't know yet.
portraying the emotions.
There's
and
someone
the
out there I have to
characters
find,
well,
but
I
I'm
think.
not
Well,
sure where to
Han
start
is
looking.
whoever's doing
He's
Han
another
Solo
Jedi.
is really, really good. Lando's really good. 3PO's really good.
I don't think this Sabath rumor is
yeah.
anywhere near solid enough
I wouldn't
to
be
chase
surprised if
after.
he's just got Anthony Daniels
What's Sabath rumor?
because he does everything.
Yep.
A Jedi master named Joris Sabath has reemerged from wherever it was he spent the
A
past few
both.
decades.
Sabath.
You
I
haven't
think
heard
I
it?
remember reading
No.
in something that
Then
the
how?
actual pronunciation is Sabath.
Someone called me Leia during the battle this
But
afternoon.
that also probably
In my
depends
mind,
on
the way
who's
another Jedi
saying it,
would.
like
Yeah.
Han and Han.
Do
and
the
that.
rumors say
Yeah,
where Sabath is
100%.
supposed to be?
It could be an Imperial trap.
100%.
Don't forget, Yoda said you were the last Jedi.
That's a possibility. But if it's not,
I see. This sort of kind of
He's on
addresses
Jomark, at least
everyone's
according to the rumor
problem
Wedge quoted for us.
before it happened of all the Jedi that survived Order 66.
not very populated.
Because she
Doesn't
just
look like
says
anyone's taken official
Yoda
notice of
said
the
you were
planet in
last
15
Jedi,
years.
but then he said it's a possibility. But
You'll
what
be
if I
leaving
wasn't?
right away?
Yeah.
No.
Well,
I'll
I mean,
wait
they
till you're
all
ready to
scattered
go.
away into hiding.
Give
They're
you
not
that
supposed
much
to
protection,
advertise
at
that they
least.
survived, so.
And it's not like
I
Yoda
hope
wouldn't
you know
know
what
they
you're doing.
survived after feeling
So do I.
millions of deaths.
Whether I do or not,
Mhm.
it's something I have to try.
Well, the other point is episode
Come
3,
on.
Yoda and Obi-Wan
Let's go see how they're
deliberately
coming with 3PO.
rejig the signal
Yeah.
At
to
last,
tell other survivors to
Master
go away,
Luke,
so he's
please
well
tell
aware
General
that there could be other
Calrissian that
survivors.
what he intends is a serious violation of my primary programming.
It'll be okay, 3PO. Lando and his people will be careful that nothing happens to you.
Has Lobot come along for
But
the ride?
Master Luke,
Actually,
Yeah.
you could think of this as fulfilling your primary programming in a more complete way. I mean, isn't a translation droid supposed to speak for the person he's translating for?
I am a protocol droid, and I say again, this is not covered by any possible stretch of protocol, and nothing you do will...
Oh dear.
That's
That's it.
Jedi Academy.
The perfect
Jedi
decoy
outcast.
for the perfect lady.
This feels
Well,
decidedly
why not
strange.
use them?
Yeah, for sure.
Come on, we better get back to the Falcon.
It'll be all right, Han. Chewie and the other Wookiees will take good care of me.
They better. Let's go, 3PO. I can hardly wait to hear what Chewie thinks of your new voice.
Oh dear, oh dear.
Do I really sound like that?
Horrific.
They almost could have had the same voice actor and then made it that little bit tinny.
Yep. Ominous.
Probe droid. Relax. What's it gonna do? Self-destruct on me? Self-destruct on me?
Poor probe droids. They get such a bad rap.
That bit of a smile. That is a nice frame.
They've done well. And
Yeah.
with I only say with Lando in particular because he's one of the newer, people to come. But they've done a great job with him. And again, just having a squint at the screen, where we've paused it, Lady Luck's looking, The models again, they've done a fantastic job.
Like a
so.
sleek lady.
Yeah. Should have bought my Micro Machine Lady Luck. I don't know. Did they ever make a? No, they didn't. I've never seen a full size like a 3.75 scale Lady Luck, but I got the Micro Machine one. So
Yeah. I never got the Micro Machines, so that's cool.
They are fun. Even if Micro Machine scales were always horrifically off.
I see. Thinking about it, one of the series, you know how you go to the newsagents, you get those packets with a model and then a book with it. I got the Starships and Vehicles collection, which is currently up in storage with my parents.
Well, nice.
And thinking about it, they really could have added in more EU ships if they wanted to go for longer.
Yeah.
They already had a great selection of ships and stuff, so it'd be awesome to display them when I
Finally get around to it.
finally get my actual whole collection down here. If that happens, because I still got to work out exactly what's happening with that, but yeah.
Got to work out where you're going to live.
Yes. Where I'm going to live, if I'm going to just keep some stuff up there with my parents, which could be easier,
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
I mean, if you want to, the only other thing you probably do is just ship your entire Star Wars collection to my house, and I'll look after it.
Yeah. Weren't you saying your shelves are full?
I'll get more shelves. It's fine. I'll get more shelves. It's totally fine. More shelves, more display cabinets. Yeah. No. Yeah. I'll happily babysit your collection for
Actually,
life.
what's really cool about that Starships and Vehicles collection is my dad actually helped build some shelves for my display cases. A couple of them. So that
I'll take those as well.
they had Star Wars poster backgrounds and some glass shelves and front and stuff. It's cool.
Yeah. I'll take those as well. Yeah. Just bring it. Ship them all down. It's fine. It's fine. See, that's what friends are for.
Yeah. And then I won't be allowed back in your house.
No. But you can be, rest assured that your collection is safe.
I shipped my Star Wars collection down here. What did it cost? Everything.
Oh, sad face. But yeah, so this was like a starting off with, again, some great modelling. So
Yeah, cool. Let us go. It's shorter than the last one, out of interest. Oh, even the docking, that's cool. Because they could have just shown them parting actually did the docking, which is cool.
yeah. But did they get the timing of the docking down right?
She'll be fine. Don't
Or was
worry.
it like 3.5 seconds
You
or
know,
something?
that's almost exactly the same thing you said back
I was
on
like,
board.
that would be 2 people. all
Yes,
over
but
this
this
guy,
time I mean it.
Yeah.
That's nice to know. So, what do you have planned?
Where does Cape go?
Well, the first thing we ought to do is to have 3PO send a
He
message
took it
to
off
Coruscant.
flamboyantly as he walked on
If you
board.
flash-
Flamboyantly
layers
took it
aboard to
off,
anyone
and then
listening.
also was like...
Then I thought we might do a little sightseeing. Sightseeing? You mean flying all over the galaxy looking for replacement mole miners? And are you suggesting I'd stoop so low as to try to con you into helping me run my business? I forgot.
Yes.
You're respectable now. So what sights are we going to see?
Yeah. Respectable.
Well, you wanted to meet Talon Card. I thought we might take another crack at it.
Respectable because
You
you've got
know
a
how to make
reputation
contact
of
with
always
Card?
getting ahead.
Not directly,
Somehow,
but I
even
know
though
how to
you
get to
lost.
his people.
Yep.
All right, assuming we don't wind up playing tag with a Star Destroyer or two. Right.
I'd like to see that
3PO,
actually. Just
you
a
there?
Little game of tag with the Star
It's
Destroyer.
time for
or two
your
with the little
debut
ship in
performance.
between, like,
Tag, you're in. Ah,
nice. Oh, it's mouth movement. Interesting walking.
interesting.
You have
Upgraded
something, Captain.
display of motion.
Yes, sir. One of our probes picked up Skywalker and his companions.
Oh, I thought it looked like a little green Lego figure or something first.
Which I would have loved.
Yeah. That would have been
Observe,
hilarious.
Their strategy. Captain Solo and his wife and probably the Wookiee board their ship, while Calrissian similarly boards his. They fly to the edge of the system and make a switch.
But we've...
Shush, sir.
Excellent.
He's like the epitome
They're
of
in a hurry.
Bond villain bad guy
means-
just stroking his Mary.
3
Telling
people
everyone to shush.
transferred between those 2 ships.
Yes, sir. At any rate, we know that Heir Organa Solo remained aboard the Millennium Falcon.
Do we indeed?
I believe so, yes. Right after the other ships left, we intercepted a transmission from her that definitely originated
feel like
from the
the-
Millennium Falcon.
Model's been upgraded slightly.
Our recording.
He's looking really good
No.
this time.
There's
No,
a little
they're
bit the
cleverer
shadows
than that.
working on Thrawn and everything.
A voice
there as
prints
well, a bit
Dr.
more detail.
Droid.
It's cool.
Probably Skywalker's protocol droid. Leia Organa Solo, you see, was
I still
one of the 2
kind of want
people
to see
who left
Thrawn
with
at one
Lady
point
Luck.
have this elementary around his
I
neck.
don't
If he
understand.
can do it.
Consider the
Because it lines up with
possibilities.
the old figure as
3
well.
people aboard
Yep.
the Millennium Falcon. 1
And
aboard
in
the
a way,
Lady
the new
Luck.
figures.
3
6-inch.
people
This
transferred.
elementary don't exist. In the
Once
new
we know
canon,
there
do
were
they?
3
No,
transfers,
but you got
there
one
are
with
only
the
2
Heir of the Empire
possible
Luke Skywalker
combinations.
6-inch, and it fits on the 6-inch
either
Thrawn,
Solo
so-
and
Oh, yeah.
Organa
Yeah, so I got mine
Solo
displayed that way.
are together on the Lady
And then,
Luck.
because of this, we're
Or
just going to have
else
to fit it on
Organa
someone's
Solo
arm.
and the Wookiee.
As soon as I get home, I'll get a photo.
Unless
With
one
his
of the
hand on
transfers
top,
were
like
a
he's got the
droid.
stroke.
Thanks to your transmission data, we know the protocol droid remained on the Millennium Falcon.
Yes, sir. Shall I put out an alert on the Lady Luck?
That won't be necessary. I know exactly where they are going.
You're not
His
serious,
eyes are
sir.
so bright, the eyelids going
Perfectly
down. It's like,
serious,
whoa, who's blinking
This
their
exercise
flashlights?
only makes sense
So
if
just
Organa
high beaming
and
me
the
as I
Wookiee
drive
are
along.
together. Given that, there is only one logical place for them to go.
Kashyyyk?
Kashyyyk. Now, what of Skywalker?
His vector was
I also like the
consistent with
voices
a course
they pick
toward
for Thrawn,
Jomok.
thinking of voices.
We'll need
Very
2
cool.
more ships. An interdictor cruiser and some kind of freighter. An expendable one, preferably.
Understood, sir.
YP1300.
With your
Freighter,
permission,
perhaps.
I'll get the Chimera underway.
That way we can use the same 3D model. I mean, what?
That way, we can use the same trick we used earlier.
Do we still have that that freighter we used?
It would be funny if they just put the same freighter out again and tried the same trick. And the good guys were like, what? Why would they use the same trick twice? So that was
just have like a definitely the Millennium Falcon scrawled across the side.
Yes.
Free candy above the ramp. Please come in, please.
Free spice. Free spice.
Damn it, Chewie, I'm in. Just runs up the ramp. Yeah.
What have you done to my ship, Chewie? What have you done to my ship?
We are very silly. We apologize for everything that you're witnessing.
Not really.
No, not at all.
You chose to click on the video.
Yeah.
You get it.
More fool you. Chapter 16.
Yeah, the last one. It's
The last one for now.
chapter 16 is 6.5 minutes.
Oh, goodness.
So it's interesting. I was going from like 7 minutes to 5 minutes to 6 minutes.
Mm-hmm. That just seems to be where the divide in the narrative is, which
Yeah.
makes perfect sense, I guess. And they're all trying to keep to a certain size, but yeah.
Yeah. I guess people like shorter form videos a bit more now.
Yeah, that's true.
So they're more likely to click on something that's under 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm. I know I do.
It depends what it is for me.
Yeah, fair enough.
Like if I know it's going to be like a gameplay through or something, I'm just like, yeah, about half an hour to an hour is about right for me.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
Where if it's something that I just want to know, like how do I defeat this boss? If someone has a 40-minute video and someone has a 3, I'm like, 3?
Yeah.
How do I do this? So, yeah.
And then it turns out to be die a lot of times.
Yeah. Step 1, die.
It flashes back to Mysteries of the Sith with that Mara Jade evil version. They really could remaster those games with the Jedi Outcast and Academy combat system.
And by remaster, what we really mean is make the graphics pretty, leave the narrative and gameplay
Oh
alone.
yeah. I mean, the gameplay for lightsaber combat I would make Outcast and Academy from the Jedi Knight series. Still.
Mhm.
Not, we're gonna rebuild the whole entire combat system
It's like
from the ground up.
new.
Because they already made an epic combat system. For
Yeah. Like, leave the combat system alone. Leave the story alone. Just make it look a little bit prettier. And
Yeah.
please.
We'll see how Asper or Esquire go.
I'm dreading. That's a different video, I guess, for us
Yeah.
at some point. But just for now, for future reference, when we do that video, I am dreading. I don't know if you're dreading. You seem to be slightly more positive than I, but I'm dreading.
I try to be more positive,
Mm,
but we discuss that later.
yeah, different video.
Let's continue on with chapter 16.
Yay!
Oh, nice little colour change.
R2? What happened? Where are we?
Whoop.
20 light years short of Jamark?
That looked like a really high-res model of R2 through the canopy there, which is cool.
It's an unusual freighter design.
I guess they're like afraid of some kind.
Unidentified starfighter. This is the Imperial
It's
Star
got distinct
Destroyer
markings
Chimera.
on it as well.
Transmit your identification code
I don't
and
recognise
state
it
your
off
business.
that.
No.
Let's get out of here.
Well, it's not the one that they used in the comics. Again, I mean, I guess since the comics was a visual medium, this is what I would most have to align this with.
Yeah.
R2?
And they used a totally
Find me
different
the
model in
nearest edge of the
comics to
interdictor's
what's
gravity well.
There, but yeah.
Come on.
Also, it would have been such a giveaway with the model
Come on,
that he
come on,
picked for
work.
the Chimera. If the Chimera was there, he would have just looked at the
Unidentified
markings on the hull and
starfighter.
gone,
I repeat.
"Oh, bad guy."
Transmit your code or prepare to be detained.
What is that on the bottom of that ship?
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
I was just, for whatever reason, from the previous thing, I thought that
I see it. Hang on, R2.
I'm like, oh yeah, what's it Chimera?
Reflectors up, R2.
Yeah, you don't
Just a
recognize
few
that?
more
Luke?
seconds.
I feel like that. Actually, that sort of goes against Thrawn's philosophy.
Stand by for light
because
speed.
There'd be technical
Yeah.
advantages to not having a distinct
Tractor
pattern on
beam,
the
I
hull.
know.
Not to have a massive target put on you, like, get rid of this Star
Unidentified
Destroyer
starfighter.
first.
You
Yeah.
have no chance of escape. Power down and prepare to dock.
R2, we're gonna try something tricky.
I can
On my
see
signal,
why. I
I
guess
want
can
you to
see why
reverse
he's
trigger
using
the
new cannon
acceleration
design,
compensator. Full power.
Doesn't
It's
quite-
good. It is good as a visual identifier to
R2?
go, oh, that's the Chimera when
Now.
you just look at it.
Yeah. Oh, somebody's gonna get in trouble.
Yeah.
Might be in this episode, but someone's
free.
going to get
It's
hurting.
Also, I think that's
Light
really cool
speed,
to note in
go.
the story. That's a real good application of what he learned in the Death Star runs. Especially the first one with the proton torpedo guidance with
Yeah.
the Force.
Thrawn's like, what? What?
I just waited for him to
Come
turn
with
on,
me, Captain.
Nanny?
Your name.
Chris Peterson, sir.
Oh,
You were in charge of the tractor beam during our
You know you've
engagement
done
with
messed
the
up when he has that
starfighter.
tone of voice.
Yes, sir. But what happened wasn't my fault.
Explain.
The target did something with its acceleration compensator that...
I am aware of the facts. I am waiting to hear why this wasn't your fault.
I was never properly trained for such an occurrence. The computer lost the lock. I seemed to pick it up. There was no way for me to know...
It had picked up something else until the proton torpedoes detonated against the tractor beam projector.
yes, that's a problem.
Yes, sir.
Was this man's training your responsibility?
Yes, sir.
Did you, during that training, run through any scenarios similar to what just happened?
I don't remember, sir. He was a conscript.
Does that make him less worthy of
that
your
might
training
quality is a
time
bit
than a normal enlistee?
That's
No, sir.
No, it's
I've
just
always
he's
tried
down
to
in
treat
the
my
pit.
subordinates
oh,
equally.
It echoes
I see.
around. Yeah.
on the other guy
Do
doesn't,
you
but
know
that's
the
fine.
difference
Yeah.
between an error and a mistake?
There
Sir?
it is.
It is-
The
No,
sneaky
sir.
Nogra in the background of the scene.
Anyone can make an error. Yes. But that error doesn't become a mistake until you refuse to correct it.
Did it change that line slightly? Because I feel like he had ensign at the end of the line in the book.
Very likely.
The error has now been corrected. You may begin training a replacement.
Like, because
We'll have Skywalker, Captain.
remembering there's like an error
Very
doesn't
soon
become
now.
a mistake unless you
We'll
refuse to
have
correct
him.
it. And
Yes, sir. I'm sure it's only a matter of time.
You
much of a
misunderstand me.
muchness.
Yeah.
He's out there.
Well, I mean,
right
a lot of the
now.
lines have been cut or short,
Not very
I guess,
far
but
away.
the context is still
Ah.
absolutely there. So.
Yeah.
He's
And it makes it a bit better for the
I don't
visual
understand, sir.
medium, I guess.
That maneuver he used has an interesting side effect. Backfiring an acceleration compensator like
His
that
hard drive.
does severe
his hard
damage
drive's
to the
fried.
adjoining.
His power supply's blown.
I suspect he didn't know about that.
Hmm.
I light you away. No further.
Not that that's
And
happened to
it will
anyone
fail
here.
completely. All we have to do
Not on
is
purpose.
search along his escape vector.
Shall I contact the rest of the fleet?
Preparing for the Sluis Van attack is the fleet's top priority at the moment. No, we'll subcontract this one out. Send messages to the smuggling chiefs operating in the area. Brask, Card, Partar. Offer a bounty of 30,000.
Does he have blush on?
Yes, sir. Sir,
Just a
if you
little
knew
bit.
that
Like
Skywalker's
black
escape was only
blush on his
temporary.
cheeks to match his hair.
The Empire's at war, Captain.
You
We
must
cannot
look
afford
pretty,
the
come
luxury
on.
of men whose minds cannot adapt to unexpected
I
situations.
mean, his lips are also black, so he's
Carry
gone
out
for
your
that
orders,
look.
Captain. Skywalker will
First
be
Gothic
ours,
Grand Admiral.
alive or otherwise.
It makes me think of my Swotor Imperial Agent. It's the emo boy with the grey skin. Jeez.
There has been a precedent set for these kind of characters.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
Hmm. Yeah, it's an exceptionally well done series, honestly. But
Yeah. For sure.
And considering what I assume is still a rather small team.
Yeah.
The voice actors and whoever's behind sound and all that kind of stuff, which you probably, maybe towards the end of this, look up who actually did what and give them proper credit where credit is due.
Yeah.
That'd be nice.
I think
but
when the whole series ends, we can go through it. And I feel like he would have a credits at the end
Yeah.
as well.
yeah.
Oh, he should have.
So whoever you are, we will eventually acknowledge you.
We will find you, and we will acknowledge you. we have a
will
particular
find
set
you.
of skills.
We will kill you. No, we won't. Yeah, no, that was really good. It's funny though. It's when I see that scene now visually playing out when he just ends up just randomly killing a dude for a mistake. It's funny because like the only hand signal is just like that quick hand gesture, which I think in the novel as well. He's just like he gives a hand gesture, but it reminds me of that. Mitchell and Webb, that there's like a British comedy show. But it's a similar sort of thing with like there's this evil villain who's like, I need this man dealt with. Like by dealt with, do you mean killed? He is a nuisance. You know, just like skirting around the issue. It's like, how did he actually know to kill him? Because he's just like a mistake and he becomes a shink. What are you doing? Why have you killed him? I just
Start stealing cards. I've dealt with him.
It's like, why? I just waved my hand. You didn't have to kill. Oh, you've killed him. Oh, dear.
I mean, I definitely feel like Thrawn would institute a bunch of hand signals
Yeah.
to just go dead.
You also think everyone in the pit would know what those hand signals were,
Yeah.
but then good luck defending yourself.
That you need that reaction of the guy on the station just with his eyes widening, like stab, stab.
I know what that hand signal is. It's like, wait, what's that hand signal? I need coffee. I want this man dead. Oh. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's really, yeah. I mean, again, I guess some of the design things are something we could probably look up later because that freighter I didn't necessarily recognize. There's similar drone freighters I've seen in the EU before, which are basically like a whole bunch of shipping containers strapped around a hard drive and sent across the galaxy. So, look, it kind of like that, but also I think the design on it was so distinct, or at least the logos are so distinct, it must come from somewhere. So
You would think that it's a logo of a company of some sort of organization.
And there have been so many additions to the EU through, like, you know, all the West End game sort of stuff and the source books that, yeah, it'd be worth looking at, see where and whence it came from, but...
Yeah.
That'd
be good.
Yes.
Well, I think that about wraps it up.
That does.
Don't forget, if you want to check them out for themselves, I definitely recommend watching it without us talking over it.
Yes, absolutely.
Over on DarthAngelus' channel.
That's something that I do as well, because I know I always commend everyone for their voice work, but I don't actually hear all the voice work, so...
Yeah, because of course we're talking over it.
Yeah. So yeah, now definitely check them out in your own spare time as well, because they are a brilliant series, and we're definitely going to cover the whole thing as a whole once it's complete and go pretty in depth, I guess.
How many chapters do you think it'll have?
What do you reckon they're up to now? About a third of the way through, or maybe even half?
Something like that. So there will at least be 30 chapters.
Yeah. I'd say at least 30, but yeah, I'd have to actually go home and quickly check how far through in the novel they are, because that'd be the best indication. And go and base it on that, but yeah. He's certainly not over halfway through, though. There was a lot.
Yeah.
There's a lot to still get through. And that well, not spoilers for anyone who somehow hasn't. Yeah, but
I mean, the book's how old again?
Yeah.
Wait, was that 30 years?
Yeah. Oof.
Ooh.
Oof.
Like,
I feel old. Yeah, no, but like that whole final sequence is going to look tremendous, and the fact that I think the animation improves so much.
Yeah.
Every single time. By the time we get there, I expect it's probably just going to be absolutely flawless. So it's going to be
I can't wait to see the force powers in action.
It's going to be a nice end.
It's going to be epic.
Yeah, and then he'll start in the second book.
And go Dark Force Rising.
I don't.
He seems to be really gung ho and into it at the moment, so you never know.
That's it. Never know.
Would be awesome to see it. And then once Heir to the Empire, it's the Thrawn trilogy's done. You know, wow. Shadows of the Empire, anyone? Bane trilogy.
Well, actually, if I'm trying to think, because if you're going to reuse as many of the assets as possible, which would probably make an awful lot of sense. I mean, you couldn't really reuse. It's like, once again, spoilers. Probably can't reuse that many of the assets.
Only if you do something like the X-Wing series, you could reuse a lot of the Imperial Star Destroyers and stuff.
Yeah. So look, there's a lot of possibilities there.
And there's a lot of great environments that the X-Wing series has that could be challenging as well. Like, I don't know DarthAngelus' philosophy for it 100%, but if he likes to be challenged about the animation as well, it could be really cool to look into creating those environments and stuff.
Yeah.
So, yeah, for sure.
Nice.
Yes. I think we'll leave it there.
Have fun.
So, thank you guys for watching. It's been good fun.
And we'll see you with the next one.
Yeah, let us know what you think below in the comments.
Bye-bye.